class of 2025. First, I would like to take a few minutes to recognize some people who have made this evening come into fruition. Mrs. Stacy Tantillo has been instrumental in every detail in making sure we got everything just right. Thank you, Stacy. I'd also like to thank our custodians who graciously set up all of the chairs for you this evening. Mr. Dan Pisenko and Mr. Roger Ketska, they helped everything, they measured, made sure it was just right. Other members of our administrative team here this evening, Assistant Principal Maura Raleigh, Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning, Dr. Van, Assistant Director of Student Services, Mrs. Pawlowski, Mr. Sontag, Assistant Superintendent of Finance and Operations, and our Superintendent, Dr. Pelzet. I want to thank each of our school board members for attending this event today. Having so many of you here, even if you don't have a graduate, is a testament to your dedication to our students and our district. Thank you to President Taryn Marchione, Vice President Becky Walters, Secretary Mary Lenzen, and board members Bill Brockoff, Sean Mason, Jason Nash, and Charles Zono. I would also like to thank the many teachers and staff for attending this evening. The graduation is a culmination of the 4 years of middle school and 9 years or more in the Pleasantdale School District. For many of our students, it's wonderful to have so many elementary and middle school staff here continuing to support them on this special day. Let's take a moment to express gratitude for them, for without their support, this day would not be possible. All middle and elementary staff members in attendance, please stand and be recognized. We know that Pleasantdale is a special place where many families return to send their own children. At this time, I ask that any Pleasantdale alumni please stand to be recognized. These pictures will be available to purchase from our own school photographer, and details will be sent in an email later on. Parents, on behalf of the teachers and staff and the Board of Education, thank you for sharing the class of 2025 with us. We are so very proud of these middle school students. We will miss them greatly here at Pleasantdale Middle School. Students, please take a moment to thank your parents and families who have supported you. To the graduates, as we reflect on your journey, it's hard to believe that when many of you were born back in 2010 or 2011, Instagram had just launched, the iPad didn't exist, and Frozen hadn't yet hit theaters. The world looked a little different, but one thing remained constant: the support and pride of the Pleasantdale community as you've grown. Over the past 13 to 14 years, 9 of which you spent walking our halls, you've encountered challenges, embraced opportunities, and celebrated countless moments that shaped who you are today. From your earliest years of learning to read, to mastering new technology, to forming lasting friendships, your journey has been extraordinary. Looking ahead, we can only imagine where life will take you the next time you return to visit. Some of you will be in high school, some will be high school graduates, college students, professionals, or serving our country. Others may be discovering a path we don't even know of yet. No matter what the path holds, hold tight to the friendships, the lessons, and the memories of Pleasantdale. We are always here to welcome you back, to support you, to cheer for you, and congratulations again. We can't wait to see what the future holds. At this time, I'd like to welcome Student Council President Stella Cordova to the microphone to a welcome.
Cordova. It is my great honor to welcome you all to Pleasantdale's Class of 2025 graduation ceremony. To our esteemed faculty, proud parents, supportive friends and family, and most importantly, to my fellow graduates, thank you all for being here to share this momentous occasion. Your presence means the world to us as we celebrate this special milestone in our lives. At this time, I kindly ask everyone to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem.
Hello, fellow graduates, and everyone else who's probably forced to be here today. Many of you are familiar with comparison, even if it's just little harmless remarks comparing you to someone else, or someone saying they wished you looked or were more like another person. The first few times other people say things like this, you might laugh because you think it's funny. But when it keeps happening, maybe you start to doubt your self-worth. The entire time I've attended Pleasantdale Middle School, so has my brother. Except this year. Some of you might know him, and some might not. His name is Riley Moore. He's in advanced classes, he gets good grades, and he's also really good at basketball. I've always lived in his shadow, but I was okay with that, because I think it's really cool to have a big brother to look up to. But every time I get called by his name, or asked, "Aren't you Riley's little sister?" it makes me think if I'll just be Riley's little sister for the rest of my life. And yes, I am his sister, but I'm also Kennedy Moore. He got invited to a leadership event last year, but I also got invited this year. And he got invited to Performance Day last year, but I also got invited this year. And I even got a new record. His Pleasantdale basketball team made it to the championship, but so did mine. And yeah, we might have lost by a lot, but his team lost too. Since he's older, he got to turn double digits first. He got to be a teenager first. He'll also turn 16 first and get his driver's license. He'll turn 18 first and be able to graduate and go to college first, and so on and so forth. But when I do those things, it's not as impressive because he did it first. And I had to learn the hard way, not to think that my successes aren't as important just because he did it first. I mean, I'm probably better at most of those things, but that's not the point. The point is, it's unfair that I'm constantly compared to my brother. When he accomplishes something impressive, he's praised. But when I do the same, it's just expected because he did it first. But like Charles J. Sky says, life's not fair, get used to it. I know some people here might struggle to relate to this experience, but even if you haven't been compared to your siblings, has anyone ever said to you, why can't you be more like this person? Or, look at this kid, they're doing all the things I told you to do and they're doing amazing. Do comments like that ever make you feel terrible about yourself or make you lose your confidence? Even when you know you're trying your best, it can make you feel terrible that your friends, family, or even teachers think that your best isn't good enough. Well, all I have to say is your best is good enough, and you shouldn't have to change yourself to fit in or do something because that's what everyone else does. Sure, improving yourself is amazing, but do it on your own terms. Don't do it because of what someone else says. According to the Cyber Smile Foundation, roughly 93% of teens feel pressure to compare themselves to others online. And that's just from a study from our generation in particular. And it's self-inflicted. So just imagine another person who you're possibly really close to telling you things about being more like someone else. Can you imagine what that feels like? I bet some people in this room have felt like this, or will feel like this someday. But no matter how much I talk about the effects of comparison, it's not going to stop. But instead of overthinking it or letting it tear you down, there's more ways to cope. Like thinking of it as in saying you can be a better version of yourself, even if they have the wrong intentions. In high school, I'm not going to worry about the comparisons because I spent enough time caring about being compared to my brother by my teachers, friends, and even my family. Last but not least, I would like to thank all of the Pleasantdale staff and administration for putting up with me and all my fellow graduates for 4 long years. And I wish all my fellow graduates of the class of 2025 an amazing 4 years of high school. In high school, even though after today I might not see some of you guys for a while, I hope you all prosper throughout high school and the rest of life. And with that being said, I'll see you at the lock-in tonight. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Bianca Carew to the microphone to share her remarks.
Welcome parents, students, family, faculty, and friends. My name is Bianca Carew. Recently, I've been thinking about the idea of paradoxes. For those who don't know, a paradox is a statement or situation that seems to contradict itself, but may actually be true. For example, the importance of safety and caution. I'll bet everyone here has heard or said the phrase, safety first. But then again, risk-taking is praised and encouraged. The successful entrepreneur Mark Zuckerberg says, the biggest risk is taking no risk at all. Another paradox can be found in a teen's desire to be a unique individual, because at the same time, we're always following trends and trying to fit in. Here's one more. Kids are always going on about how they wish they could grow up. Yet, ask any old person, and they'll surely say, everything would be better if they were young again. While thinking and stressing about high school, I found another paradox. And I found it in this year's 8th grade fashion show. Now, you may be wondering, what? So let me explain. An almost stereotypical thing for middle schools to have is cliques. A much kinder word for that is friend groups. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this. We have the option to hang out with whoever we like, but there are times when these groups can be pretty defined. take our lunch tables, or who we sit with at recess, or even who we hang out with in the courtyard as we wait for the school doors to open in the morning. Speaking from experience, I even say we spend so much time with our friends that we forget some of our other classmates even exist. Evidently, our grade can appear to be pretty divided. But the 8th grade fashion show, of all things, has given me a new view. For the event, we were put into groups with kids who we weren't necessarily best friends with. Yet, that didn't stop teams from creating genuinely really impressive products. Our task was to create extravagant costumes. But the catch was, we only had plain paper, scissors, tape, and 30 minutes. And with these materials, we were able to create genuinely movie set level attire. Okay, that might be a little exaggeration, but the teachers themselves said our costumes were some of the best they'd ever seen. To achieve that, teammates had to listen to each other's ideas and collaborate. And mind you, none of this was for a grade, so we all pretty much did this because of our own will. This got me thinking, how can people who are usually so distant from one another work so well together? Then I realized, it's the fact that we all grew up with each other. None of us are the same people we were back in elementary school, or back in 6th grade, or even at the start of this year. We've changed, and our classmates have seen us through all of it. We've watched each other mature. Well, some of us. It doesn't matter if you don't necessarily talk to someone or hang out with them. You still spend 8 hours every day in their presence, and you have for years. Because of this, we don't have to be friends to know each other's personality, to know each other's strengths and weaknesses and interests. This underlying sort of togetherness really shone through during the the fashion show. How? For the event, the entire grade was gathered into the gym. Though it was a competition, there was not much competitiveness between students. Everyone clapped loudly for each team's costume. There was no booing or putting each other down. We laughed at the hilarity and ridiculousness of the costumes, but not with ill intent. We laughed because we were having fun. It was all just a really great time. And to be cheering for and laughing with people who we wouldn't normally engage with gave the entire experience a sense of unity. It really reminded me how sort of close we all are. That's what the paradox of this story is, of the fashion show. All of us can be so separate when we're off in our own groups. It's true. But what's also true is that we all share a bond formed by all the time we've spent together. One of the biggest reasons I've heard for why students are excited for high school is they're excited to meet new people. Yet, one of the biggest reasons I've heard for why people wish to stay at Pleasantdale is because they already know everybody here. Another paradox. But what's so good about knowing everyone? Well, every face is recognizable. Every interaction is to some level predictable. And there's a sort of comfort in the regularity of it all. There's a security in the togetherness you feel with the people you grew up with. And there's sentiment in leaving them. Like giving up a childhood toy. As much as you don't want to, you have to grow up. The importance of a paradox is that they can force us to challenge our assumptions. They introduce us to two sides of a story that are necessary to see a bigger picture. In high school, I encourage you to think about paradoxes, to, despite your own beliefs, try to find other sides that you wouldn't normally think of. And if you do this, you'll have an enhanced and an expanded understanding of whatever situation you're in. And a greater understanding means a greater chance of success. And this next thing may sound strange because I may not be your close friend, but I feel close enough with the class of 2025 to say, I really hope all of you succeed in whatever you do. Congratulations once again to the Pleasantdale class of 2025. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.
important messages for our graduates and their loved ones to hear today. At this time, I would like to invite Bill Spalo from post-1941 American Legion to the microphone to present the American Legion Citizen Awards.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to share your evening. The American Legion is an organization comprised of veterans that are dedicated to the service of God and country. We believe that one of the best ways to perform the service is to take an active interest in preparation of our youth so that they will become patriotic, freedom-preserving citizens. It is in this interest that the American Legion School Awards plan was born and is maintained on a national level. Awards are limited to the graduating class because of the candidate's position on the threshold of a more extensive period of education entering high school. Criteria used in choosing award winners are courage, spirit to stand up for the right and to do one's duty, a quality of intellect and will, honor, strength and stability of character, high standards of conduct, keen sense of what is right, adherence to truth and conscience, leadership, ability to lead and cooperate in accomplishing objectives through group action, patriotism, evidence of unfailing love of country and loyalty to its institutions and its ideals, a desire to secure the blessings of liberty to mankind and to posterity, scholarship, scholastic attainment, evidence of working hard and applying yourself in your studies, and service, kindliness, unselfishness, fellowship, protection of the weak, and promotion of interests and welfare of others without thought of any personal reward. For better citizenship and attributes of being an American, the American Legion School Award and Medal are presented by posts to a vast number of young men and young women in graduating classes of public and private schools. The recipients best represent the outstanding qualities of character and ability, and the awards based on those characteristics that I just recited to you. This year's recipients are, and please come up as I call your name, Bianca Carew. And the young man is Noah Possible.
Thank you for your service. At this time, I would like to call Ms. Kellyanna to the stage to present our 8th grade awards.
Good evening. My name is Kellyanna, and I was the 8th grade team leader this year. I have the honor of presenting the Student of the Year Awards on behalf of the Pleasantdale staff. At this time, we would like to recognize students for various subject area achievements. The students selected for these awards today put forth their best efforts throughout the school year. Their dedication to their education and crafts, as well as their willingness to go the extra mile to fulfill their pursuits, made them stand out. These students served as strong role models for their peers and will undoubtedly be amongst the leaders of their class in high school. At this time, I'll be listing the content area, teacher, and the student who has received the award. Students, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing until the applause has concluded. You may take your seat once the applause has concluded. For Mrs. Sabatini's art class, Lily Zona. Our 3 athletes of the year from Mr. Dreher are Thomas Garros, Lucy Newton, and Kennedy Miller. For Mr. Bell's band, Ari Lyons. For Mr. Tatina's choir, Kevin Mose. For Mrs. Emery Remnap's ELA class, Ivan Dubak. For Miss Merchant's ELA class, Maddox Lee. For Mrs. Stevens' ELA class, Katarina Marik. For Mrs. Driscoll's health class, Ricky Storino Salgado. For Mrs. Ayala's math class, Leo Frank. For Mrs. Louie's math class, Molly Fury. For Mr. Dreher and Mrs. Carmody's PE class, Alex Kovalarchuk. For Mr. Pisenko's science class, Kevin Mose. For Mrs. Baronio's Spanish class, Ethan Abid. For Mr. Bush Social Studies class, Philip Radecki. For Mr. Radcliffe STEM class, Leo Frame. From Mr. Tatina and Mr. Radcliffe's for Outstanding in Theater, Lucy Newton. School Citizen of the Year Award goes to Kelsey Brocca. For Miss Ciarni's Orchestra, Ajit Kapoor and Evelyn Cowell. For Mrs. Burns' EL class, Nabosha Marie. Congratulations to all our students of the year. I would like to welcome Mr. Brocca, Board of Education member, to come up and share some remarks.
Good evening, students, families, staff, and teachers. Just wanted to, before I start, when I was practicing this afternoon in front of my 4th grader going on 30, she told me to look up and not read, because that's what I've been telling her forever, so I apologize if I'm not addressing the crowd. As a member of the school board, and more importantly, as a proud dad, it is a true honor standing here tonight to celebrate the incredible group of 8th grade graduates. The night feels personal to me, not just because I have the privilege of watching many of you grow up, but because one of you is my daughter, Kelsey. Like many of you, she began her journey in kindergarten, walking through those big front doors with a backpack that seems too big for her shoulders. And now she's here, along with all of you, ready for high school. It is a moment that is hard to believe and even harder not to get emotional about. I have seen how quickly these years have gone by. One moment you're heading off on the first field trip to the Morton Arboretum, holding onto your buddy's hand, looking for pine cones, and the next moment you're here, taller than your parents, full of potential, and ready for what's next. You've been through a lot together. You've experienced a global pandemic right in the middle of your school years. You've adjusted to Zoom calls, masks, missed events, and so many unknowns. But you keep going. You adapt, support each other, and grow stronger. That kind of resilience is something you carry with you for the rest of your life. Pleasantdale is a special place. Many of you have been in some of the same classrooms, on the same fields, and at the same lunch tables for most of your school years. You have grown up together, you have laughed together, learned together, and made it through tough moments together. That shared experience has built something rare and meaningful. As you move on to high school, your world will start to grow. You will meet new people. You will walk into classrooms with students who you've never been part of Pleasantdale. Some of you will be nervous. Some will not know anyone, but be the person that says hello. Be the one who makes space at the lunch table. Be the friend, someone you did not know they needed. That leads me to what I really want to leave with you tonight, and that is kindness. Be kind always. It is easy to forget how powerful a small act of kindness can be. A smile, a quick hello, an invitation to join a group can completely change someone's day. Those little things might seem small to you, but they mean everything to someone else. And yes, while you're being kind, also work hard. Stay curious, take chances, try out for that team, audition for that play, take the class that seems difficult. Be proud of where you come from, and be open to what lies ahead. Most of all, don't forget who you are. The values you have learned here, kindness, effort, friendship, those will carry with you far beyond high school. They will shape who you will become and how you make a difference in the world. Class of 2025, you are ready, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see all the amazing things you're going to do. Congratulations. I'd like to ask Charles Zona to come up and say a few words as well.
Thanks, Bill. Good afternoon, Pleasantdale class of 2025. I'd like to take a moment just to talk about the importance of being optimistic as you enter high school. Back on a rainy night in November, most of us parents and guardians and you, the Pleasantdale graduating class of 2025, gathered in the field house at Lyons Township High School to learn about the clubs and activities offered at LT. Two things struck me that night. The first was the vastness of the school. It seems like we walked forever to get to the field house. And then once we arrived, I was struck by a second thing, which was the incredible number of clubs, activities, possibilities available to new freshman students. Optimism was in the air. By definition, optimism is a hopefulness and confidence about the future. But definitions, as many of you know, can feel empty upon reading them. So how can you apply optimism as you enter LT or whatever high school you're going to attend in the fall? Optimism is when you keep showing up when faced with challenges, or trying new things and discovering new opportunities. Optimism is making steady progress on the things that interest you, and it's when you find problems to solve and challenges that are solvable. And choosing to see the lesson in failure instead of defeat. And remember, most of the innovators that changed the world were optimists. Your journey throughout high school and beyond is not going to be a straight line. Welcome these diversions and try the best you can. There is a well-known song by the band Radiohead called Optimistic. In the song's refrain is, you can try the best you can. You can try the best you can. The best you can is good enough. So as you enter high school, make sure you take care of yourself and each other and to try the best you can. An optimistic future awaits you. Congratulations, Pleasantdale class of 2025. And I would like to turn the microphone over to Dr. Pelzett.
Welcome everyone. Family, friends, staff members, members of the Board of Education, most importantly, to our students. To the class of 2025, congratulations on reaching this important milestone. As you prepare to take your next steps into high school and beyond, I wish you nothing but continued success, growth, and joy. Promotion ceremonies often invite reflection. They also tend to involve someone like me, an old person, standing at a podium offering you advice. Tonight, I am proud to be that person for you. On behalf of the Pleasantdale School District, I want to start with a few heartfelt thank yous. To our parents, families, and friends, your unwavering support has been the bedrock of your children's success in District 107. Whether it was a last-minute run to Walgreens for that second-grade book report poster, or a mad dash to drop off a forgotten lunch, instrument, or iPad, you've been there. Thank you for trusting us with your children. Thank you for all the unseen moments of encouragement, patience, and care at home that have made learning possible. Your partnership has meant everything. To our faculty, staff, and administration, your dedication is the heart of Pleasantdale. Every teacher, aide, specialist, secretary, custodian, support staff member, and administrator has contributed to this celebration. Your passion, creativity, and commitment to nurturing our students academically, socially, and emotionally has shaped who they are today. And to the class of 2025, you did it. And when I say you did it, I'm not just talking about making it to graduation. I'm talking about everything you've done to make Pleasantdale a vibrant, inspiring, and joyful place to learn. A school is just a big, empty building without students. You are its heartbeat. Your laughter in the lunchroom, your commitment to clubs, sports, and music, your determination in the classroom, all of it matters. You've shown resilience, creativity, empathy, and spirit. You've made this place better every single day. As you step into new environments and meet new people, I want to leave you with two powerful phrases to guide you beyond middle school. That first phrase is, I love you. It's a phrase with many forms. You express love not only in words, but in actions. Thanking someone for their help, cheering on a classmate, standing up for a friend, acts of kindness, service, and compassion all say, I love you, in their own way. Next year, many of you will be headed to Lyons Township High School, joining students from Gurry, Park, McClure, Highlands, and beyond. When you see a fellow Tiger in the hallway, say hello. Look out for each other. Share the same love and sense of community you feel tonight. Carry it forward. The second phrase to master is, I'm sorry. Mistakes are part of life, and an especially big part of adolescence. I think your parents can probably attest to much of that. But they are also a beginning of growth. Learning how to say, I'm sorry, sincerely without shame is one of the most powerful tools you have. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're brave enough to own your missteps and strong enough to grow from them. I'm sorry tells the world I missed the mark this time, but I'm trying to be better. And people will respect you for that. Use it, mean it, and watch how doors open for forgiveness, connection, and for progress. In closing, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of District 107, thank you. Thank you for the joy you've brought to our school. Thank you for challenging us to be better. It's been our honor to teach you, support you, and watch you grow. We are proud of who you are and excited about who you are becoming. We will be watching your journey with admiration, cheering you on every step of the way. Congratulations, class of 2025. May your future be filled with purpose, happiness, and love. Dr. Renthal for the presentation of the candidates.
Okay. Now's the time you've been waiting for. Dr. Pelzet and members of the Board of Education, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Pleasantdale Middle School, I request that the students seated before you, having fulfilled the criteria for graduation, be certified as graduates of Pleasantdale School District 107 and honored with their diploma as members of the Pleasantdale Middle School graduating class of 2025. Invite Mr. Eric Bush to the microphone. He will do the honor of reading the names of the graduates of 2025. sound effects or other distracting sounds that could take away from their special moment. Thank you.
Celia Arby Catby. Ian Avina. Andres Becerra. Andre Luzilovic. Kelsey Lewis Bracco. Howard Alonzo Brundage. Nathaniel Ubaris. Philip Bugarchich. Sophia Rose Calcagno. Noah Casaval. Enrico Dimitri Kashani. Evelyn Marie Caldwells. Sedona Cawthon. Sophia Chalice. Kaylin Joanne Kofelt. Charlotte Jane Collins. Stella Cordova. Edward J. Cuellar Komarski. Maeve Ann Danaher. Veronica Dugopolsky. Ivan Dubak. Ethan John Ebid. Ryder Federico. Leo Graham Frank. Let's get a big round of applause for row one. Molly Elizabeth Fury. Vincent T. Galassi. Adriana Gamble. Isaiah Garcia Enriquez. Mia Garish. Tegan Garish. Tristan Somboon Genovese. Thomas Garros. Lily Anna Gierchik. Mia Grujic. Julia Brezhnikovsky. Presley J. Hughes. Daniel Kajtazi. Ajit Singh Kapoor. Swaraj Kapoor. Bianca Carew. Patty M. Kilfa. Scarlett Marion Klein. Alexander T. Kovalarczyk. Maddox S. Lee. Valerie Lopez Arisa. Emily Rose Lovelace. Diego Lozano. Aria Anna Lyons. Lila Lysek. Evan Marchioli. Katarina Maric. Nebojša Maric. Beatrice Lee Elizabeth McGahee. Layla Kathleen McLaughlin. Kevin McHale. Gianni V. Mistretta. Audrey Fana Matrevsky. Kennedy Moore. Charles D. Mose. Kevin T. Mose. Leah Mosen. Paul Michael Natali III. Lucille Jean Newton. Grace Isioma Nawasor. Jack Michael O'Connell. Ava Elizabeth Pozarinsky. Michael Rain Pulley. Philip Jan Radecki. Mark Dean Rogers. Jackson Schaefer. And that was row 3. Caden Michael Schwartz. Connor Schwartz. Brody Joshua Soltis. Andrea K. Soria. Enrico Storino Salgado. Aiden Brian Swanson. Evgenia Tanchevska. Emma Raydell Dapia. Leah Ann Timpey. Sofia Todorovic. Paula Jaime Tovar. Sarah Trenesca. Scarlett Lucy Umbrasas. Morgan Urban. Noah Val Vucinic. Quinn Matthew Waddell. Madeline Rose Walsh. Owen Emmer Webb. Sydney Bryn Wellborn. Alexander Wojtovich. Jokubas Zamaitis. Edric Sang. Audrey Ziemba. Liliana May Zona.
One big round of applause for the class of 2025. Will the graduates please rise?